The Mike Hosking Breakfast, 6 to 9 weekdays on News Talk ZB.
So there, who doesn't love katsu chicken, eh? And with the katsu chicken and the wraps and the lasagna, David Seymour has saved us $130 million. And all the moaners and the whingers and the whiners and the hand-wringers can say sorry. It wasn't the end of the world after all. Several crimes have been committed, of course, in the school lunch drama, which, well, crime number one should never have been a drama because the previous government, yet another example of their wasteful, haphazard way of doing things, should never have got into the lunch program in the first place because when they did, they worked out they couldn't afford it, they didn't have the money and therefore only gave it to a few, and many of the few didn't actually want the lunches, but they had to take the lunches because the kid who did want the lunch couldn't be made to feel bad, so the other 300 kids had to eat the sandwiches with them. Crime number two, they only funded it until the election, thus making it a fiscal cliff. David Seymour should have killed the thing completely at that point, but got talked down to what we have now, which is $3 a pop. Crime number three, all the hand-wringers who opined over and over and over again about how they wouldn't be any good and no one can make food for $3, kids would go hungry, it's a scandal, and so it went. Well, fast forward, the menu's out, you've probably seen it, complete with photos of food, and wouldn't you know it, for $3 you can actually do a pretty decent job. You feed kids, you save money, we have a lesson in expenditure and wastage, and a government promise has been delivered. The lunches were $8.68 a pop under Labor versus $3 now. It's quite a difference, isn't it? What cost almost, in totality, $500 million now costs $320 million. And maybe the stories of the teachers helping themselves or the families getting delivered the extras or the farmers feeding it all to the pigs will vanish, along with the doubters who've made it a pastime, if not a living, refusing to believe a lot of what was done under the Labor government couldn't be done cheaper and better, and if only they paid attention to detail and were driven more by practicality and less by ideology and thought bubbles.
The Mike Hosking Breakfast, 6 to 9 weekdays on News Talk ZB.